Felicia Bridges with my co-host
Mario Catley.
Welcome, and we talk about mind, body, and soul. Welcome to the place where we're going to motivate you, and we're going to motivate ourselves to just...
We're just going to better the people around us.
Absolutely, and just, we're all on this journey to just be the best we can be.
Exactly. So today's topic, it's a very talked about topic, healthy relationships. And today we're going to wait until some people log in. We see Eddie Alvarez is logged in.
Hey Eddie.
Hey Eddie, how you doing?
Hello,
Misha just jumped into the conversation. Feel free to chime in, guys. This is what the show is all about, for you guys to be able to chime in. We're going to throw out these topics, get your guys' opinion on how it makes you feel, and, how we can, maybe better these situations in each other's lives.
Jimmy, thanks for joining.
So today we're going to talk about a healthy relationship. So
I'm laughing because...
No, hey, it's a very sensitive topic.
I've been single a long time now. Okay? I'm just saying.
Well, it's a good perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk from the aspect of all the single women out there and the struggles of finding a mate.
Mm-hmm.
So let's think about the word health. Let's grab your phone real quick, Felicia.
Okay.
Let's look it up.
Health. Okay.
Health. Let's. It's a compound word. Healthy relationship. Let's bring it to light today.
Healthy relationships.
So what are we really looking for? What are we asking for? Because we're putting this word into the universe and we're asking people that we want a healthy relationship, but I don't think half of us know what we're really asking for at the end of the day. When you guys out there are looking for healthy relationships, what exactly are you guys looking for? So I want to get some of you guys' feedback as we go into this particular topic today. What does it mean to have a healthy relationship to you? We're gonna kind of look up the definition real quick and give you guys a general.
Let me look for a definition.
Definition of a healthy relationship. What do they say?
Well,
what pops up, Felicia?
What pops up? A healthy relationship is when two people develop a connection based on mutual respect, trust, honesty, support. That's pretty simple.
So why is it so hard to find? Why are so many people out there looking for healthy relationships?
Are not showing up being real. They're not showing up. They're showing up as a...
Guys,
they're not even entering into the relationship based on trust. They're projecting a certain image, and it's not, to me, not necessarily, that's not truth. You know? Okay, ladies, you guys might gonna get mad at me, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Make sure you guys are hitting the share button so we can get this conversation out there,
So
y'all.
what I'm saying, women show up, fake eyelashes, fake hair, fake.
Okay.
And guys too, projecting a certain image of success and so forth. So they're both showing up as fake people. Okay. So if you're not even walking into the door being honest, you can never get into a healthy relationship because you're not even starting it from a honest, healthy place.
So I think you bring up a great point, Felicia. I think we have to say a healthy relationship starts from within, right?
Right.
You have to love yourself.
Oh, well, most definitely love yourself.
Before you go out there and try to look for a mate, a companion, whatever the case may be, because I think that's where a lot of people get into these relationships, and like you said, they're false because the person doesn't even know how to love themselves at the end of the day. They have to create this character that they fall in love with.
Yeah, it is. It's a character.
And they project that character out into the world, and at the end of the day, the person that you fall in love with is truly not you. Mm-hmm. And then 5 years down the road,
right? You show up, right?
You show up. You pop in.
And they're like, wait a minute, who is this person?
Exactly.
Who is this not caring person? Who is this not honest person? Who is this non-supportive person? Who is this selfish person? Because you showed up pretending you were something else when you were really on another tip.
Kelly, I see you guys join the conversation. Make sure you hit the share button so we can have this conversation with everybody online right now. What are some things that you find that, you know, you're looking for in a healthy relationship?
Johnny, you could chime in too. I see you out there.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so just going from my feedback with my relationship, I've been with my wife for, 16 years?
Dang.
But we've been married for only 9.
Okay.
Right? You know, we've along the way, you know, we've split apart and then we've gotten back together. But I think it's not having that fear that if you know you're meant to be with somebody or that relationship is really strong, you guys definitely might need time apart to grow and figure out yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were kids when we got into a relationship. We were 17, 18 years old, not really knowing who we truly were at that particular time and still growing and developing even to this particular day. But now, guess what? We have a better understanding in the growth process. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still, you know, figuring out what she's inspired to do in life and everything. And I've found a journey that I want to go on, but we respect it. You know what I'm saying? And we're allowing each other to grow in front of each other. You know what I'm saying? It's not that, well, why aren't you supporting me or why aren't you doing this? And you know how sometimes you feel like your spouse, when you're reaching out to get that sense of validation from your significant other, sometimes you want somebody to just be there for you mentally, morally, spiritually, the whole 9, but they're still growing as well. So it has to be that equal balance.
Right. I do agree with that. And I also agree with the fact that you said that, you know, you have to get into a relationship with yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's where I've been. I just been loving Felicia. Just, you know, I even refer to myself when I'm thinking out loud or whatever, calling myself affectionate names. I'm like, okay, boo, what's your day gonna be like? What you got going? And, you know, motivating myself just by talking and just loving me for a minute.
So how do you feel like, because you know you're a successful woman, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In a sense that you have a career path, right? So how do you feel that, you know, men take that? You know what I'm saying? As you're going out there, and you know, I guess you're on the dating scene or whatever the case may be. Like, how does that work?
That's funny. I'm not.
Well,
I'm totally not a participant.
Okay.
I just, you know, I
can't speak from that level because you know I've been married, so I'm trying to see So from a dating perspective, I guess I just try to be my authentic self. I want to show up with, you know, just being me and say, oh, these are my faults. This is what's going on with me, and either you're cool with it or you're not. And I also, you know, I have some high standards for myself, and I have standards too. So I kind of just I like to work on just getting to know someone. Yeah.
And seeing.
So how long before you get to know someone would you say is that grace period? Then you say, oh, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, or whatever the case may be, the next step.
Yeah, there's no time period to that. It's just a feeling. You just kind of know, like, oh, yeah, I want to see where this can go. But it's a feeling. And and it'll just be it'll be like the elephant in the room. It'll become so obvious. It's like, okay, you know what's going on here. And just all of a sudden you get to the space of just acknowledging it mutually. Hey Amanda. Hey Joseph, thank you.
Guys, make sure you're hitting that share button, but we want to get you guys' feedback as well. What's up, Joy? Tell us like some of the issues that you guys are coming across in the dating scene. You know, how hard it is to find a healthy relationship these days. You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't know about going online. That's not necessarily the best way to go about.
What's the website everybody goes on? that they say they find Match, what is it,
Match.com
or something like that, but they say like 1 million people get married on Match or whatever.
Yeah, also
that's
1 million
their whole...
people get divorced too.
Well,
but they find, but you know, you do get an opportunity to kind of look in different pools and look in places where you don't normally look.
So do you say, I mean, I think their whole thing is, well, I've never been on Match. I don't know if any of our viewers have been on Match, but I'm pretty sure you have to fill out like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite sport? What do you like to do in your pastime? And then they kind of take those profiles,
right, and try to like match your interests.
Yeah,
but what I've noticed that men are visual creatures, and they don't care what the profile says. If they see your face, they're gonna try to figure out a way in which they're consistent. And Kenneth, you said it's hard when a lot of women been scorned in the last relationship. It makes it harder on the little guy or the new guy. Yeah, that's true.
That's so true.
That is true.
So I have a friend. I'm not going to say any names, but you know, they get into a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And then the woman starts talking about the past guy. You know, that's the topic of conversation. They start talking about, oh, well, he did this and did that. And I think it's sometimes people have to understand you got to let that go. You just got to let it go, because in the long run, what is that doing for you in this current moment? How is that feeding any positive energy into what you're trying to bring right now? It brings that other person down. Like, are you still obsessed with this last person you were talking to? And that goes for males and females.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree. I remember this guy. He was pretty nice, but he kept talking about his ex-girlfriend too. And the song Reunited, he was, I just heard it on the radio and I just been thinking about it. And I'm like, you just need to just get on, try to figure out a way to get back to that.
And some people haven't let go of their past relationships, and that's what keeps them in a stale position, not allowing them to move forward.
Oh, I don't know who said that men seem to be intimidated by what we.
Hold on, it's kind
intimidated
of
by
the lifestyles and what I
think. Oh,
so can we get some more feedback on that? Whoever left that last message, I
agree. I agree with that too.
So what do you mean? What she mean by that?
I feel men are intimidated too. Like
you said men are intimidated.
They get intimidated
by a successful woman.
They get intimidated by success. They can get intimidated by good looks. Just by what somebody has and what they do, and they're like, they all of a sudden they start evaluating themselves and they feel inadequate, so they're not going to make that move.
Yeah, but where are you going to look? You know what I'm saying? Where are we saying that we're looking for these people? You know what I'm saying? Like when we go out, people go out to clubs, people go out to church, people go out to all these different locations, and they look. But I think when you're finding somebody, when you're finding like the person that you feel that's going to be your match and that you're going to spend the majority of your life with, whatever the case may be, whatever lifestyle you want to live, I think it's not a looking process.
No, exactly. You stop looking. You just start indulging in the things that you just love to do.
Exactly.
So if you like to exercise, you get out there and go to the gym. You might find somebody at the gym, although, that's kind of a cliche. But I'm just saying, if you enjoy working out, that could lead somebody in your path. If you love going to the movies, I take myself to the movies all the time. I've seen my last 5 movies by myself. So because I love movies.
We want to get some feedback. Where do you guys, when you guys are looking to get into a relationship, where do you tend to seek it out? Do you guys go to the movies? Do you go to the local bar? Where do you guys go online?
I don't look nada. You don't look, you just let it happen. I agree, Kenneth. I agree.
Exactly.
We should let it happen. That's why you just do what you love. Because if you find somebody in that process, it has to almost inevitably be a positive
the
experience.
The funny thing with my experience, so okay, like I was telling you guys a little bit earlier, I met my wife, girlfriend, all in high school, right? And it was a process. And I'll tell it real quick. I was walking with my best friend. I seen her like walking in the hallway. I was like, wow, that girl. I didn't know her at the time. I was like, that girl's gonna be my wife one day. And we were like in the 9th grade. No lie. I walked by. I was like, that girl's gonna be my wife one day. And it was something about her. It was something about the way she carried herself, the way she presented herself. Not like other girls in school. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, something intrigued me about that. And the funny thing about it was I asked her out 2 times prior to us getting together, and she told me no. So it was our 9th grade year. I asked her out. She had a boyfriend at the time. She told me no. Asked her again. Our 11th grade year. She had a boyfriend at the time. She told me no. It was our senior year. My last opportunity. I'm like, I'm going to ask her one more time. And at that particular time, she didn't have nobody. We got together and we've been with each other, building and understanding each other, growing, and it's been a wonderful experience. But I couldn't imagine, going in the dating scene now, like all the obstacles people have to go through to find a person that they want to spend, their life with.
Joy brings up an interesting thing that happens when people meet. Joy said she met a guy at the BART station, hit it off, things were good, and then crickets. And Joy, that's what happens sometimes. What happens is you meet a guy and things are good, but guys get scared when things get good, so they sabotage things.
But that's not, you can't just say
but women
just
do that too.
You can't just say guys.
Women do that too.
We all do it. We all do it.
Women do it too.
It's that feeling of it's too good to be true, right?
Right.
Why does this person have all these things that I like? Why do we have so many things in common? Whatever the case may be.
But also, when things get good, you get nervous. You get nervous about doing something that is this too good to be true? You get nervous that this person might think you're one way and things are actually another way, so you kind of get intimidated by that because you didn't present yourself as an authentic when you showed up.
What about opposites attracting as well? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that end up spending a long time together are usually opposite personalities. You know what I'm saying? Want to be that outspoken person, want to be that little quiet, timid person.
I call it yin and yang.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. I've been in a lot of yin and yang relationships. Now I wonder, because I used to be an introvert, very quiet, extremely shy person. I am not that way now.
You're quiet off air.
Yeah, I am.
Off air.
I'm quiet
on air. We can't get you quiet, but
but I can run my mouth. But right. So I'm curious to see what is my yang now.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
What do we have?
Yeah.
It's the worst when you're middle aged. I don't think it's an age limit to it, because when like Felicia was saying earlier, when is it the right time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've gotten to this point in your life, and you might say you're middle age or whatever the case may be, but you've learned so much more about what you appreciate, what you love to do, what you're actually looking for. Where I would say somebody younger wouldn't be as seasoned and wouldn't know as much about themselves, and they're weeding through people more so.
Right.
Where you get to a point in your life where you know exactly what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's no playing those games anymore. It's no wasting years of seeing certain characteristics and saying, he'll change or she'll change or whatever the case may be. You get to that point where you just know. I think people can meet and just know within the matter of maybe days or even months that this is the person.
Sometimes instantly, just like in your case, you kind of knew. I kind of feel that that's probably what's gonna happen to me. I'm just gonna meet somebody, and I'm just gonna know. I'm like, oh man, you're who I've been waiting for all this time.
Yeah.
And I'll know
And they'll know too.
the moment I see, and they'll know too.
Yeah.
So, meantime, I'm just like getting ready, making sure, I got my,
Maintaining yourself.
You're right. Have my act together, staying healthy, trying to get healthy, because that's been a struggle for me. And yeah, I'm not, I think I'm in a good space about all of that. Just being.
Yeah.
Just being, and just, appreciating things, appreciating people who are in my life.
Yeah.
So
how can we have a better, healthier relationship with ourselves? Like, what do you practice, like, to say this is what I'm doing for myself before I even think about being with somebody else? What are some of your things that just be like, I gotta dive in deep within myself?
I have a sense, I can get overwhelmed with things, and it's not a good look. It's just simply not a good look.
Yeah.
And I have to learn how to say no to certain things that certain projects, certain things, certain people. And so it's just not allowing myself to get overwhelmed. So I need to kind of examine that, because I don't want to look like I'm totally helpless, but so that's important to me. That's what I'm working on, is just kind of be very not extremely independent, but independent enough where I'm not looking like I need Captain Sava anyway. But and
you have to
also
blurt that out.
Right. And also managing my finances better.
Yeah.
I am not the best, and I don't want somebody think that that I'm trying to pursue them because of their money.
But if a man doesn't have like the high-end car or the house, and he's middle aged or he's getting up there, right?
Love you anyway.
Oh, GB, hey, what's going on?
He's giving you all these likes, thumbs up, but I'm here to say, Gabriel,
For you guys that are just joining the conversation, feel free to chime in at any given time. Make sure you hit that share button. But think about what mainstream media does. It tells a woman, okay, you should be married by this age. When you get married, the man should give you this big wedding, this unbelievable wedding.
that becomes a point of contention. So, again, it's showing up being authentic. It's also being authentic.
I want to see the responses out there, because that's real. Because a